Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and today's episode is going to be the Euro 2020 tournament predictor. So I thought, why not do this? Why not give you my predictions for the Euros and then obviously react to how badly it is because some random country is going to win? You can kind of guess which country I think will win by what I'm wearing, and it is not Russia. It is France. I think France is going to win all of it, but again, we're running way ahead of everything. Let's start with Group A. So in Group A, we have Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy, and it's pretty much obvious which one of those four teams is going to be first. Italy, we don't need to say much apart from the fact that it's a very good squad. They have not lost, if I'm not mistaken, in the qualifiers at all. They had an amazing team. Granted, they're lacking a striker, you know, the guy that's just going to score you lots of goals, which in the tournament is clutch, but they've shared that quite well. I mean, you know, you have Jorginhos, you have your Ratis, you have your, Immobile should be able to pick it up. You got Donnarumma, so it's quite a very, very good squad, I think, in my opinion. Very well balanced, good defense, good midfield, and decent attack. They have a great chance. They even have a great chance to progress far, in my opinion. So moving on, we have Switzerland, and I'm not really sure which one, Switzerland, Turkey, or Wales, is going to be second. In my opinion, Switzerland, they actually have a decent side. They have Jan Sommer, who's a very amazing goalkeeper. I think he's incredible. They also have Mbolo, who sometimes is good, sometimes isn't. So again, depends on his form, I guess. But they have a solid defense with, like, for example, Akanji. Some good players there. So I'm thinking they could be second or third. I don't know. I think it's tough. I'm going to go Switzerland second, Turkey third. They do have Sayonchu. They do have some good players. But still, I just think Switzerland will have that little bit more that makes them second, and Wales will be last. I mean, Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, yeah, they have been, especially Gareth Bale has been having a great run into the season. I don't know, I just don't think it's their year. I really don't think it's their year. You know what, I did change my mind a little bit. I think Turkey's going to be second because they do have Yilmaz, who I think that is the guy that just got the title, right? You know what, let's go Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, Wales. That's what I think. Moving on to Group B, again, very obvious which team is going to be first. Belgium. You just basically, literally every player on that team is amazing. Maybe their defensive partnership, their two center backs are a bit old. To be fair, they do play with a three at the back, so we'll see how that goes. But this group is way too easy for them. You think I'm going to say Russia second, don't you? I don't think so. I think Denmark is going to go second because Kasper Schmeichel, you know, you got your Yusuf Poulsen, you got your what's his name? I forget his name. The guy who played for Spurs, Christian Eriksen. There we go. A lot of creativity, a lot of finishing potential there. And I just don't think Russia has it in them. I just don't think Russia has it in them. We will not be as creative because we will be heavily depending on Dzyuba, and basically every single team here, apart from Finland, probably has a defense to cope with him, really. Like, who's going to win a battle? Alderweireld or Vertonghen or Dzyuba? You know who's going to win it. And Finland, really much depending on Pukki, but I can see Finland finishing third and Russia finishing fourth. Group C is also a fascinating one. I think it's easy pretty much to say Netherlands are going to be first. You know, apart from the goalkeeper side, they're quite good. Hopefully Quincy Promes will help, will carry them to victory. He's a very good player. You know, the Dutch have amazing players, and Depay exists, and De Jong exists, and De Ligt exists, and yeah, so hopefully they can do well. They'll definitely get out the group. I can pretty much guarantee they'll definitely get out the group. Second place, I think, will be Ukraine, because first of all, you have Zinchenko, then you have Malinovsky, you have Stepanenko, you have Tsigankov, you have Yermolenko, and West Ham fans probably will not like that I said Yermolenko is a good player, but Ukraine is a very, very good side, and very good attacking, very good in the midfield. And hang on, is Pyatov still playing? If Pyatov is still playing, I thought, like, he's like 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, I'm not sure. He's very good though, so Ukraine has a great squad. Austria, in my opinion, just will have that little bit less skills. They do have Alaba, they do have Sabitzer, but I think it just won't be enough. And Macedonia with pretty much Goran Pandev only, who's also ancient. I don't think they're going to get out the group. Group D is once again pretty much straightforward. We have England as first. You know, there's no one that can stand to England's quality. They have amazing players. You probably would know because you're most likely English that's watching this video. I think they can go far. Again, I don't think... It's one of those things, I feel like something will happen that make England not win this in the end. Not the group, I mean the actual thing. But they definitely have the quality to go through. Second place will be Croatia. They have amazing players. You got Luka Modric, you got Vlasic, you got... what's the guy from Inter Milan? Oh, play for Bayern as well. Let me just double check. Perisic. Again, you have the best defender in the world, Lovren. God damn it, Lovren. girlfriend. Yeah, I think he can do well there. Czech Republic will be third. I'm sorry, Scottish viewers. I just think Czech Republic has a better chance to go through because Scotland, in my opinion, does not have the quality, really, because I think one of the best things about that I can say is that they lost to Russia quite convincingly, and Russia is not a good team, so that's what I have here. I think for Czech Republic, they do have quite a good chance. Scotland really much depends on defensive play, so yeah. Okay, so this group is once again a little bit easy to predict the first place. We're gonna have Spain first. It's quite easy, I think, in my opinion. They have great players, and they have Aymeric Laporte, who is now Spanish, which is fair enough. You know, he wasn't picked for France. He can be picked for Spain. Why not do that? He's gonna be amazing. I think that's gonna be his. It's gonna be his tournament. He's gonna show everyone how great he is. They will heavily depend on the midfield and not their striker, because I think Morata is their only kind of good striker. I mean, Jared Moreno had a great season this year. I don't know if he's going to play up front. He typically plays on the wing, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll see, but they definitely have the quality. Second place, a little bit interesting. We're going to have Sweden, because they have a great squad. They did lose Ibrahimovic, which is unfortunate, but they do have some good players. They have Isaac, they have Larson, they have, let me just check my notes here, Lindelof, they have Kulevski, and Forsberg. So a very good attacking side, very, very good. Poland, I'm just not sure. They depend a lot on Lewandowski, and if Lewandowski doesn't carry them because he's been tired from so many games playing this season, he will not go too far. And Slovakia, yes, they have some good players. Yes, they have Skriniar. But again, in this group, I don't think they're going to do too well. They're not going to be the first one, for sure. This one is 100% the group of death, the hardest group to ever exist. But France will be top. I think France will be the best there is, because you can't compete. Basically, the only team that can compete with France really for like the players per each position is England. But England has this thing, something with England that makes me think that they're not going to win it. Second place will be Germany. I think since this last tournament, Lowe will be very determined to win it because, I mean, he's a great manager. They brought back all the old boys. Germany is a good side. Portugal will be once again probably carried by Ronaldo, and you will have your João Felixes popping up once in a while, but I think it'll be a Ronaldo show. But definitely Portugal will be getting out as you can see here, the best third place teams. Hungary will be last. You just can't. You can't. Hungary is just, why me? Why always me? Right, pick the 4 best third team places. Well, Portugal's won 100%. I think Poland will get out 100%. We have Switzerland probably going out as well. And for me, really, it's going to be between Austria and Czech Republic. This will be a tough one. I don't believe Russia is going to go out, but because Belgium and Denmark is not going to concede much, we have Austria. I think Austria is just going to nick it, because Czech Republic is playing against England, Croatia, which is very tough, and Scotland, who's very defensive. But I think Austria has a better chance to go through. So Austria, that's the 4 teams. Let's go to the next stage. Now, this draws us Belgium versus Poland. Easy pickings. Italy versus Ukraine. Once again, easy pickings. France versus Switzerland. Hopefully easy pickings. This one could be tough. I think Croatia will have basically the skills to do it. Croatia. Spain versus Austria. Quite easy. England versus Germany. On penalties. Can you imagine? I don't know. If England plays Germany in real life, I don't know. Will I have to say England? I think I'll have to say England. England does have the better players, and if they turn on the big game mentality, which sometimes just disappears from England, they can win it. Right, Netherlands versus Portugal, tough one, but I think Portugal, because I feel like Ronaldo's key in big games, and Portugal does this weird thing when they meet teams that are kind of like on the cusp of being amazing, and they just beat them because of magic, because of some magic there. Turkey versus Denmark. I think this is tough. This is very tough. I'm gonna go with Denmark. I think Denmark is much more well-rounded. They have some good players playing in good places. You know, Kasper Schmeichel will have an amazing game that game. Mark my words. Right, back to the top. Belgium versus Italy. Belgium, quite easy. You're going to have France versus Croatia. Again, the repeats of the 2018 World Cup. I think France will have it. It'll be a tough one, but France will have it. Spain versus England. I think I gotta say England. I don't know. I feel like England's gonna make it to the final and then lose in the final. That's just my opinion. Portugal will go once again beating Denmark because, again, Ronaldo. In the semi-finals, we have France beating Belgium. Not comfortably, but very simply, in my opinion. Maybe like 1-0, 2-0 sort of thing. England versus Portugal. England will have enough. And finally, I think it's the French that are gonna win it. I think the France is gonna win because just France is amazing. I'm doing this, and at first I thought England's not going to make it far, but I do believe if a group is favorable to them, they can go through, but they're very unlucky in their seedings because they are playing against some tough teams. You can look at France. France is indeed playing some hard games. They're playing some hard games, for sure. But I feel like England's just being unfairly tough. You know, you get Germany, you get Spain, then you get Portugal, so it's kind of tough for them. But I think they will run out of gas and lose in the final to France. Again, quite comfortably, probably 3-1. Right, so that's my opinion. I think France is going to win it. What's your opinion? Tell me in the comments. I'm looking forward to looking back at this, what is it, at the end of July, and laughing at myself because Austria won the World Cup or something, or Russia won the World Cup. Good joke, yeah? So yeah, tell me in the comments who you think is going to win. I hope you enjoyed these kind of things. I will try to do a full manager video about this. So yeah, this is my Euro 2020 winner prediction, even though we're in 21. And I'll see you guys when France wins the Euros. Bye, guys. No, I actually see you before. Bye, guys.